Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can freely roam around the tutorial level in Cairo, Egypt in Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Now in order to do this glitch, you are going to have to play as Sly but also acquire a 100% save file because there are two specific gadgets that you'll need in order to pull off this glitch. The first gadget being the knockout dive move, which you can acquire by unlocking the vault in episode 1, and then the mega jump gadget, which you can get by inserting a cheat code after getting a 100% save. Now in order to teleport to the tutorial level, you are going to have to go to the pause menu and input the code right, left, up, R1. And once you input that code, you will then teleport over to the tutorial level here in Cairo. And to input the code for the mega jump gadget, it's right, left, R1, left. And once you hear that sound go off, that's how you'll know you got the gadget. You can label it whichever one you want. And you'll also need the knockout dive. Again, you will need the knockout dive move, and you'll also need the mega jump gadget. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make your way over to this ledge. This is the ledge that you're going to want to mega jump onto. Once you landed on top of here, you're then going to want to use the knockout dive move so you could force yourself through the wall. It will take a few tries, but believe me, it will work. And there you go. Once you have forced yourself through the wall, you can now free roam around the tutorial level as much as you like. So without further ado, let's explore this level a bit. As you can see, I'm standing in front of the security guard, and I'm not getting caught or anything like that. I'm in his flashlight. Guess he's only there for aesthetics. If we go over to this corner, you'll see that there's pretty much nothing here, although you can walk onto this spot and then you'll be able to go to the other side. Well, kind of, but you can still walk onto this ledge. And if we make our way down over here, you'll notice that there's a gate that we can't get by, although you can get by it by simply just mega jumping over it and getting on top of here. Now if you want to get inside, you just make your way over to this platform, and there you go. You can get back inside of the museum the way how you normally would when playing. But once you've done those steps, you're then free to roam around the tutorial level as much as you want. And it's pretty cool seeing what you can discover as you're roaming around here. As you can see, these are the searchlights and lasers that you would see prior to the gate being unlocked. And if you go into them, nothing happens. It's basically just there for aesthetics. But if you take the time to roam around, you will notice some artwork that's very reminiscent of Sly Cooper and the Thieves Raccoonus. Like this artwork here, there's some portraits of the Panda King. There's also some additional artwork of Sly Cooper. Here's one of Mugshot and Sir Raleigh the Frog. You could pretty much go anywhere that you would like to on this level, although I do gotta give you a heads up. If you try to go into specific areas where you know it's out of bounds, just be prepared to fall through the map if you so happen to do so. But using the mega jump gadget will allow you to get on top of buildings that you normally would not be able to get on top of. Like hell, if I want to explore this other part of the map, I could see exactly what it looks like, and this is pretty much how it's looking. Just completely empty, the roads are all not finished, but it's obvious as to why that is. It's because you're not meant to see this part of Cairo. The spot is usually where Murray would be coming through from the rooftop and then thunderflopping onto the ground, but in this case, Murray is nowhere to be seen right here. He's nowhere to be seen. This right here is the prop that Murray would pick up to then throw over at this window for Sly to be able to jump on through, but since Murray isn't here, we can make our way over to this window. Now you're probably thinking, can you really break that? The answer is, yes you can. You just simply jump through it and you're in here. But as you're roaming around here, you are able to see the schematics of Clockwork. Like for example, you're able to see the front and side of his head. This part right here is supposed to be his heart. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a lung or a kidney of his, but whichever, it's right there. And then these schematics are his wings. Now normally we would go up these stairs and go through these doors, but unfortunately since we're not able to, the only way that we can make it over to the other side of these double doors is if we get out of this building and jump on top of it so we can make it over to the other side. But in order to progress further throughout this level, you are going to have to mega jump onto this roof. And once you made it up there, you make your way over here and then mega jump again. And there you go. You're able to walk onto this part of the building until you've reached the end over there. But as you can see, there is nothing. And that's only because we're standing on this part of the museum. But if we were standing on some other part, you'd be able to see more of the map from this height. And we made it to the end, and here we are. This would be the window that Carmelita would jump out of, which, by the way, let's go and check this out. You just jump through, and there we go. And there's usually nothing in here. Like, there's nothing. Carmelita would just jump out, and she would just stand right here. But if you want to get back into this window, you most definitely can. You just jump on in here, go over the barricade, or the barrier, invisible one I should say, and you can free roam around the inside of this part of the museum. So unfortunately the camera does remain fixed as is, so therefore you won't be able to look at this area with a 360 angle, but the only way that you'd be able to look at this whole entire spot without the camera being fixed is if you were back on top of the building. And as you can see, we made our way back to the double doors that we would normally go through when playing this mission, and that's how we end up embarking on a chase with Carmelita. And if you look at those double doors that's at the bottom left corner, that is where Murray would come out, and I believe Bentley too. But if you want to make your way back out, you just run through this level as usual and make your way back out the window that you jumped through. Now, if you're curious as to where the Cooper van is in this instance, it's right over here. It hasn't driven off because there aren't any cops pursuing these guys. But there's the Cooper van. It's just sitting right there. Now, if you do want to make your way onto these buildings here, you most certainly can. Although these added monuments, they are pretty hollow, so you will end up walking through them. But all in all, the main buildings themselves, like, you can walk onto these two. And here I am walking on this building too. If I walk through here, this is going to be hollow, but no worries. This building is still safe to walk on. And this is the part where Sly would slide on down this rail, and the Cooper van would pull up for Sly to jump into so that way they can escape. But since they're nowhere to be seen, since they're still back there, we can't progress further than here. And if we try to go over here, yep, we end up getting hurt. I do want to take a moment to admire the scenery here in Cairo. Even though there isn't much to see besides emptiness and mismatched textures, this is still pretty beautiful to look at. Now, for anybody who is curious as to whether or not we can explore even more of Cairo, unfortunately you won't be able to, because if you happen to go ahead and do so, you're gonna end up falling forever, and the only way that you'll be able to respawn is if you reload your save and then go back to the episode menu. And if you don't believe me, well, I'll show you. And there we go. But yeah, you pretty much can't explore beyond what is solid, otherwise you end up falling forever. And as you can see, because of how far I have fallen, the map is acting pretty trippy. Yeah, this is something. But if you guys want to give this glitch a shot for yourselves, you're more than welcome to do so. I ended up doing this on the PlayStation 5, and I was surprised to see that this glitch did not get patched. So if you want to go and give it a shot for yourselves, you're more than welcome to do so. And as far as which version this glitch will work on, I can honestly say this glitch will work on any version of Sly 2 that you choose to play. But with that being said, whether you're watching this video on my YouTube channel or on my Rumble channel, if you guys enjoyed the vid, you're more than welcome to drop a like on it, and if you enjoy this type of content, you're more than welcome to hit that subscribe or that follow button along with that bell notification as well. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Discreet, and I'll catch you in the next video.